guys, thanks for joining me again for my second video, or my first official video. I figured since we are starting from scratch and we are human bodies, that we should start with the chakra system. And a lot of you already know what chakras are and what they do and whatever, and if that's the case, that's cool. We'll get a little bit more in depth a little bit longer, or a little bit later on in the series. So we can, you can skip over this video if you want. So bye. If you want to stick around, that's cool. I'll kind of just give a brief description of each one of the chakras and what they do, and kind of just little things you need to know. Alright, so as any scientist would probably tell you, our bodies are made up of like electromagnetic pulses that kind of radiate throughout our bodies and go in and out, and it's kind of part of the whole universe. But we're just talking in your auric field. There are 7 different spinning, spiraling vortexes of energy that correlate with that, like a certain color. And these vortexes attract a certain vibration. So each one of these 7 areas in our body, and I know some of you guys are gonna go, well, you know that we have other chakras and we have other, areas for energy. I know, and we'll cover that in a little bit. But so these 7 areas, initial intent is to take in positive energy within that vibration and then remove negative energy within that vibration. And depending on how we nourish these spots, these energy channels, can really reflect on like our physical bodies, our emotional bodies, our other spiritual bodies within ourselves, and we can see physical reactions in our bodies from how we balance and how we treat our chakras. If you're going to be dealing with and have any interest in the holistic healing business, or any kind of even business for yourself, working on yourself, meditation, hypno, Reiki, crystals, anything like that, you're probably going to be getting very familiar or already familiar with the chakra systems by themselves. And the chakra systems are going to reflect issues and can show you issues that you have had from 5 years ago and have been harboring, or 10 years ago and have shoved down, or 200 years ago, or any realm of your existence that you haven't healed. You're going to be able to see that through the chakra system, and it's going to show on your physical body as well. So if we're talking even from a psychology perspective, what would be the most primal, most basic need for the human being? Obviously, it would be shelter, it would be food, it would be stability, it would be security, right? So when we have imbalances in the base chakra, we will definitely see issues with consumption, with food, mainly consumption, with addictions with other people, being addicted to having someone or claiming someone as your own, issues with monetary problems, relationships with others. You're going to see a lot of imbalance in those type of issues. The base chakra is also for transmuting lower energies into positive energies, because you can see this in grounding. So if someone says, you can't be attacked spiritually if you have grounded yourself to the earth. Well, basically that means connecting yourself, your spirit self, because when you're meditating, or when you're daydreaming, or when you're letting someone in spiritually, you are somewhere else. But when you connect to the ground chakra, or through your feet, or whatever, you're connecting with the earth that you're on, the physical existence that you are living right now. So you're connecting both worlds, and you're being completely here and completely in the now. To help this chakra balance itself out, I would highly recommend anything nature-based. If you're gonna go outside and plant things in your garden, or if you're gonna go on a hike, or if you're gonna do any kind of activities outside, this is gonna help you ground, definitely. Or even simple meditating on the base chakra, imagining your feet as roots and grounding yourself into the earth, and noticing your connection with the earth itself and appreciating Mother Earth. And when you walk outside, to breathe air, breathe in the air, breathe in the scents, breathe in your experience on earth, and being here rather than focusing on later will help you ground as well. Sacral chakra is the pleasure center of your body. This is going to be basically the feeling center of your body. So after our primal needs are met as a human being, as a human species, we evolve into wanting something. Our desire, our passion for creativity, a passion for the need to be happy, passion for a physical relationship with someone else. This could bring upon like the fight or flight type of energy, where you're either going for it or you're just gonna back the hell off, like, because I'm not gonna deal with it. This is where a lot of our dreams come from. This is where a lot of our ambitions come from. This is going to be centered a lot around sexual energy as well, because you see, like, aggression comes from a lot of the same place that sexual energy comes from. So you may see, if you have an unbalanced sacral chakra, you may see some kind of sexual either limitations or sexual abundance. And abundance is like a lot of whatever, yeah. But you're also going to see a lot of self-respect in people that have balanced sacral chakras. On the other side of it, there are going to be a huge amount of fears from this life and other realities here. And but then if you look on the other side of fear, because there's always dualities, if you look on the other side of fear, you're going to find a lot of trust for people that have balanced chakras, or to balance your chakra. Find a lot of trust in different things, or find love and compassion in different things, although compassion is going to be moved up a little bit. But find that, and you'll be able to trust yourself and trust your actions a little bit more. After we have established within ourselves what our primal needs and our primal desires are, and what we need to function on the most basic level, we become very assured in who we are, and we become very strong and powerful in the highest vibration of this. Obviously, we become very strong and we become very powerful, and that's where the solar plexus comes in. So if you're feeling insecure about your situation and your circumstance, and just not feeling a lot of trust in taking action and steps towards your highest vibration, or feeling stress or anxiety or any kind of worry, then maybe you need to do some meditation or something and focus on your solar plexus, because this is going to be your sense of power. This is what's going to bring you from, you know, say, for instance, you just graduated from high school and you're really, okay, so say you're from the East Coast and you really, really want to move to Seattle, but damn, I just, you know, oh, how am I going to do this? How, you know, I'm only one person. What am I going to make a difference? You know, whatever. The solar plexus chakra will help you stand on your own and say, you know, I am a person that will make a difference, and I can do this, and etc., etc. This is going to make you, a balanced chakra will make you feel expansive and bigger than life, and like you can accomplish anything because you can. So if you're feeling like, you know, this is just going to be basically your whole power harness. This is going to move you forward. This is going to excel you into your dreams. A lot of dreams sit within this energy field, and what you attract comes from there, which means it could attract different physical things, or could attract your, could attract your sense of who you are. And this will bring in different opportunities into your life if you have this balanced, to create the biggest and most out of this world experience for you here on earth. So after we've established who we are as human beings, which are going to be the 3 bottom chakras, we've understood, all the components of our makeup as a physical human, we start to look outward, which is what the heart chakra is about. So we start looking and noticing all issues around us, and the issues that human beings are going through, and maybe that we're going through, and maybe this isn't about an issue that we understand, but this is an issue that is a real human rights type of issue. This is going to be less about the whole soulmate, gonna marry this person type of thing. I will say though that people who have unbalanced chakras will see the opposite. So you're going to see a lot of people who have unbalanced chakras in the heart center saying, well, why doesn't this person love me? Or, no one can love someone like me. And I will say to those people that we are attracted to certain things for certain reasons. We are attracted. For instance, have you ever seen this person, I'm not thinking of anyone, but have you ever seen a human being that was attractive aesthetically? Like they looked very attractive in your, in your idea of the attractive human being or whatever. And you ended up being in the same area or talking or conversing or whatever, and everything was flat. Like everything was just, you're like, there's nothing, there's nothing there. But then you have a magnetic pull to someone else, and you may be thinking of one person in particular or something, but you have a magnetic pull to someone else that even if you haven't talked in years, whether it's romantic or not, you can pick up right where you left off, and that person has another part of, something in their aura or something in their energy system that complements yours. People that have, underactive or sad chakras in the heart area or something like that, just understand that everyone is attracted to different things, and that's what makes us beautiful, and that's what makes us compassionate beings, is because we're all connected. And some may be attracted to certain things rather than others. And then I'm going to move on from there. So we're going to see a lot of issues with empathizing with people that are going through tough times, whether it's in different parts of the world, or even someone who is homeless and asking for money, whether or not this person may be going there every single day and living in a place and paying rent. It's not our room to judge, in my opinion. And to give that person $1 or $5 or $10 if you have the money on you is a compassionate act. And so you'll see a lot of people who have active chakras donating money, donating their time, fighting actively for animals. A lot of people love the whole animal thing because we're all on the same page with energetically with them. I mean, you can take that how you want, but this is just basically a compassion center. You're going to start to see the universal love as a component here, and you're also going to see this is going to be a bridge between the bottom chakras and the top chakras. So this is going to be a bridge between your center of where you are on earth and where you are spiritually. So we've evolved now in our human existence beyond the physical, and we've also crossed the bridge of compassion, which connects us to the ground and connects us to our other realms. And the throat chakra is going to be the basis of our connection with spiritual, like our spirit, our spirituality, whatever. And this is going to be us speaking our truth, because the foundation of any spiritual practice should be us speaking the truth. Whatever our truth is, it's not going to be genuine unless we are being completely honest. And do you see that? Do you see that? Oh boy. So we can cover the negative-ish aspects of it first. So someone that is unbalanced in their throat chakra may be arrogant because they're lacking that compassion. You know, usually these freaking chakras all work together. So they're lacking the compassion of understanding other people. They exaggerate a lot of things about themselves. Whether it's just in real life or it's spiritual, there's a lot of that as well, where you're exaggerating because the spiritual thing is getting way more popular and mainstream. People like to exaggerate points of themselves to make themselves feel better. And we could also see a lot of this on social media too. I mean, we all know of people or, you know, someone that will exaggerate things via social media to make others feel like their life is something that it isn't, and they're trying to convince themselves that as well. So another aspect of this for an unbalanced chakra would be telling yourself that you are happy being in a position or being in a place in life that you are not happy in, and pushing your dreams aside and saying, no, I'm happy with, you know, this job that I've had for a long time, or, you know, whatever. I'm happy going to school, even though I'd rather be out there chasing my dreams or whatever. But on the contrary, this is an amazing place to harness your creative skills. So a lot of artists, like painters, musicians, people that work with their hands, people that are activists in what they believe in. There are some journalists that don't go under the mold of what other journalists should be like and go against, and will get a story. And journalists, not just saying in a column or anything like that, just people that are doing their own research and trying to put the truth out there. Those people are, you know, a lot of them have really balanced chakras. So just imagine that this is you speaking your version of the truth, and with a broader perspective, you know, that's always going to change. 1 minute is going to be different from the next in terms of perspective. We're never going to get this moment back. So I just thought of something. I bet you that guy from WikiLeaks that released, I don't remember what his name is, but that released all of those things from WikiLeaks, I guarantee he would have a blue aura because his whole thing is about truth, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I had to turn off the light, so it's hurting my eyeballs and my third eyeball. So I'm sorry. But how ironic it is that we're on the third eye right now. We have evolved from knowing our truth. So from knowing our truth, we are moving to our spiritual connection, like our physical connection with, or our spiritual connection with our physical bodies. So this is going to be us utilizing our relationship with Source or God or anything that you want to call, I'll just say God, I don't know, whatever. So this is going to help us expand and look beyond the elements of the material. So if your third eye is active or in like a balance of flow, you're going to see a lot of, there's going to be like clairaudience and claircognizance and clairvoyance and different things like that that are going to help you connect, because on a scientific level, we know that there are other realms of existence. And because we are energetic and we are the same exact shit, except we have been culturally conditioned to believe that the only realm is the material and what we can feel and what we see right in front of us. Until we have moved past that and realized our truth and, you know, understood who we are in this, you know, in this life, we're not going to be able to see that. So this is going to be an ability to adapt and an ability to gain perspective on other realms. Oh, you know what I was going to say is I read an article, and you guys should comment or, you know, respond to this, because I read an article the other day that it was about nothing exists in our reality unless we're looking at it. Like nothing even, so like I'm looking forward and that's the only thing I'm looking at. That literally means nothing else exists behind me, which is super trippy. And I mean, it makes sense in this term, but if anyone has heard anything about it, I would love to hear your take on it, because that's fucking cool. Maybe I'll look for the article or something. Anyways, so this is going to harness your wisdom, and this is going to obviously set off some intuitive abilities. So you may know positive things that may be happening for your future, or not your future because everything's the same, but if you're on this track, you know that you're gonna freaking meet someone today or something. I mean, through these abilities, we get different perspectives of the world and the universe that we are connecting with. So we're going to find a lot of, the universe is also going to channel through us. So now once we trust it, we have trusted the universe is going to use us as a tool, and we're going to be able to gain perspective, and we're going to be able to gain knowledge, and we're going to be able to initiate change, because we know that the world is just, you know, this world that we live on is part of this whole matrix and part of this whole system. So, but there are a couple of things that people that have underactive or unbalanced, look at this, whatever, that have unbalanced chakras in the third eye area. There's a lot of spiritual arrogance and, you know, one-wayness about themselves. And I do know some spiritual people that are like that only see their perspective. And I think that if you only have one perspective, even, you know, if I'm making this video and I haven't changed my mind a little bit at the end, I don't think that this video is worth anything. So the ability to be able to change and to be able to adapt and understand that the world is more than just this is a huge thing for the third eye. Final one is the crown chakra. So we have moved from our physical existence to our expression, to our psychic power, to understanding, which is right now, crown chakra, understanding that we are all part of the same damn thing. So most of us know that everything that we encounter in our lives is part of a man-made thing. I mean, every label, every classification, every limit that we set on ourselves is a cultural creation. And sorry if I shocked you with that, but yeah, it's all bullshit. What is real is our connection and our understanding that we are, I think I said this in the last one, we're made of the same stuff as any bird, as any piece of, you know, if I hold dirt in my hand, everything, we're all connected, and we all have this amazing bond that we're all sharing on Earth. And I'm so itchy. And this is moving past the illusion that we're man-made, and this is going to be obviously the active chakra type of thing. This is going to be the mentality. that we have moved past the mentality that we are part of this matrix. We have stepped outside of ourselves and realized that if we are one with the sky, with the earth, with anything that exists in reality at all, then we have that source within ourselves. And so that is just noticing, or I guess having an active crown chakra or a positive flow of energy is going to increase the energy that we understand that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. We are more than this body, and we are more than this this lifetime. We're bigger than anything, and when our consciousness leaves, we are just part of the universe in a different form of matter. And this is going to bring empathy for other people that are on their spiritual journey. And that's the same with the last one, but they all kind of correlate anyways. So this is going to allow us to accept other people for their problems and just kind of let them be, because we're all on our own spiritual journey. But if you believe that we are evolving beyond our own, you know, realm of existence, and that we're connected, that is going to be the mindset of the crown chakra, is that we are connected with all, and that this life that is a fleeting moment in our existence is just nothing. I mean, we can make as much of a difference as we want, but we are particles. We are floating particles of stardust and dirt and whatever. I am just a super fucking talking piece of dirt, and that's my mindset. But it's just an evolution thing, and we're getting there. We all know that we are. It's just the way it is. So that's a crown chakra. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for this freaking whole video. That's awesome. Please comment or Instagram me or something, different experiences you've had with chakras and stuff. I would love to know. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Thursday. I love you guys very much. Okay, love you.